What are the guys? I'm Neville, and today I'm going to be talking about what if LeBron went to OKC. Okay, some things to get in before this video. If you watched yesterday's video, obviously I made a video why LeBron won't leave Cleveland. But I mean, this is a what if, so this is completely hypothetical, obviously. And another point is, yeah, I know I already made a video exactly like this saying what if LeBron went to OKC, but that was before the Carmelo trade. So now with Carmelo, I'm gonna have different opinions on it and everything. So yeah, without further ado, without me rambling on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so the first thing I'm actually going to talk about is how this could actually even happen. Well, because LeBron is a free agent next year, and since the dude's getting older, he's getting older, and Father Time is undefeated. He will eventually have to retire, and he's going to get so old that he's not that good anymore. And it's just a fact. And to be honest, he's probably going to start ring chasing here in a bit. So if he loses the finals this year, I can definitely see him leaving Cleveland, as I mean he's probably going to want to win some more rings. And with the Oklahoma City being an established team, they were a playoff team last year, and now with the offseason, with the additions of Paul George and Carmelo, I can definitely see him going there, as they are already a super team. Adding LeBron into that, it would just be perfect. And they do need a great small forward. They already have Paul George. Paul George can move down to power forward, and Carmelo can move to shooting guard, obviously. It's just, yeah. So, why this is actually possible is because, although their salaries, Oklahoma has the third worst salaries in the league. I mean, it's because they're paying Steven Adams $100 million over a 4-year span. Russell Westbrook just got the biggest deal in NBA history. Paul George is going to want to get paid next year, and Carmelo is also going to want to get paid next year. So, yeah, I mean, they have some bad salaries, but they have even worse salaries on the bench. They're paying some people that don't even get time $10 million a year. So if you can just trade them and trade a few of them, I'm sure they will have enough to sign LeBron. And if they really want to sign LeBron, they're going to be able to sign LeBron. Trust me, they're not going to just let that pass them up. And the reason this is a perfect team for LeBron is because, I mean, they are already a playoff team. They have a one-time MVP in Russell Westbrook. Last year's MVP, he averaged a triple-double. And they triple-double, by the way. Russell Westbrook is a perfect match for LeBron. They both work really hard. They both want a ring so bad. They just want to win. That's all they want to do is win. So it's perfect for LeBron. He loves people like that. Yeah. And now if you add LeBron, they will definitely be a title contender. And the only team standing in their way will be Golden State. So, now my next reason is why LeBron would even want to do this and go to Oklahoma. Well, this would cause the best Big Four the league has ever seen, because this would give them Russell Westbrook, who last year averaged a triple-double, was the MVP of the league, and averaged 31 points per game, 10.7 rebounds per game, and 10.4 assists per game. This dude trains all the time. He's hungry every time. The dude's just a beast in general. This would definitely be the best Big Four in the league, because then that would also give them LeBron James. LeBron, who averaged 26.4 points per game, 8.6 rebounds per game, and 8.7 assists per game, averaged a triple-double in the finals. He's a 4-time MVP. He's a 13-time All-Star and a 3-time NBA champion. Think about that. And that's already the best Big Two the league has ever seen. But then you'd also have to give them Paul George, PG-13, averages 23.7 points per game, 6.6 rebounds per game, 3.3 assists per game. He's a 3-time All-Star and a 3-time All-Defensive. This dude is a beast down low on defense. He can grab you rebounds, and the dude can go for at least 20 points per game each game if he really needs to. And also, they would also compare them with Carmelo Anthony, who averages 22.4 points per game, 5.9 rebounds per game, and 2.9 assists per game. He shoots 35% from 3, which is amazing. Over his whole career, he shot that. And he was a 2012 through 13 NBA scoring leader. Yeah, he scored the most points in the 2012 through 13 season. And the dude's a beast. He's one of the best jump shooters this league has ever seen. He will go to the Hall of Fame. So that will be comparing 3 Hall of Famers and an All-Star, a really high-rated All-Star. That would be the best Big Four the league has ever seen, hands down. And now really the question everybody is asking, could this team with LeBron actually beat the Golden State Warriors? Well, let's just look at the matchups first. This would compare Russell Westbrook against Curry. And I do give this matchup to Russell Westbrook, as he's more athletic than Curry, he's taller than Curry, and the dude can just score in more of a variety of ways. Not shooting, obviously Curry is a better shooter and maybe a better passer, but Russell Westbrook, he's hungrier, the dude plays better defense for sure, he's more athletic, he can drive like Curry can't drive against all those big guys. Russell Westbrook can drive. He can dunk on half of them. The dude's just a beast. I think Russell Westbrook's the second best player in the NBA right now. And then their next matchup would be Klay Thompson against Carmelo. This is one of the most even matchups in the entire series, in my opinion. But if I really had to give a matchup to either one, I would have to give it to Klay Thompson, only because he's younger and he probably has more of an engine on him. But the reason it's so close is because they both have served one purpose. They're cold-blooded shooters for clutch times. They're in there for the clutch. You never know when you're gonna need them. That's why they're in there. They're two of the best shooters in the league right now. And then the next matchup would be one of the most anticipated matchups, the rematch of Kevin Durant and LeBron James. And I have to give this matchup to LeBron James, and if you don't, you're stupid. Because although a lot of people think LeBron had a worse series than Kevin Durant, they do average a triple-double. The only reason they lost that series is because Kevin Love and Kyrie and Tristan Thompson were nowhere to be found in that NBA Finals last year. And now obviously we know Kyrie wanted to get traded and all that, but yeah, Kyrie was nowhere to be found. Kevin Love was nowhere to be found. It was pretty much LeBron against the Warriors. So it really wasn't fair. And then this was also paired Paul George against Draymond. And I do give this to Draymond for sure, as Draymond is going to win off of pure aggressiveness and defense. Paul George won't be able to match Draymond's aggressiveness, how fast and how good. I mean, the dude is. And yeah, Paul George can go for 20 points per game, but that would at least drop to probably 12 points per game, like a couple rebounds per game, because he would be going up against Draymond Green, last year's defensive player of the year. So obviously one of the best defender in the league last year. And to some people, I think that Kawhi was better, but that's again. But then the most lopsided matchup in this series would be Zaza Pachulia against Steven Adams. Steven Adams has proven that he's a top 10 center in the league, and I mean, he would have a field day against Zaza. Zaza is a below average center, and the only reason he looked half decent last year is because he was with Golden State, the second best point guard in the league, with the second best small forward in the league, the third best shooter in the league. Let's be honest, that's the only reason he looked good, because no one really paid attention to Zaza. But now they have Steven Adams. He will have an absolute field day on Zaza. He'll get steals, he'll block, he'll score on him. Yeah. So, can they beat Golden State? Yes, I do think they can beat Golden State. I think the series, they might be able to beat Golden State in a 6-game series. I mean, this would be the best team the NBA has ever seen, hands down. Because you'd have one-time MVP Russell Westbrook, last year's MVP, average triple-double. LeBron, 4-time MVP, the best player to ever live, in my opinion. Paul George, one of the better small forwards in the league. He's an all-star. And then Carmelo, one of the best shooters the league has ever seen. This would, by hands down, be the best Big Four. So, like I said earlier, yes, I already made a video like this, but this was before the Melo trade. So, guys, if you agree with me at any point, comment below. And if you also agreed with me, hit the like button. It would mean a lot. And, tell me what kind of videos you want. Do you want more what ifs? Do you want more super teams? The reason the super team videos have slowed down recently also is because, well, I'd pretty much done one on every team. The teams left. No one's even searching them, so I'm waiting for them to do something so I make one, There's no point in making me, and then it gets like 2 views, let's be honest. So, yeah. And we're only 8 subscribers away from 100 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much for this. If we can hit 100 before the end of this month, it would mean the world to me. We're going to hit it eventually. Thank you so much. I already have a video being made by Isvirus, so if you really want to see that, go subscribe to him. So, yeah. But, in recap, yes, I do think Oklahoma could beat Golden State. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Kids, remember, never do your vegetables, always eat your drugs, stay safe, wear your seatbelt. Goodbye.